Hi, boys, I'm back. So I'm about to be going over my first trade recap since I've been on vacation. If you guys didn't know, which you probably didn't, obviously, I've been in Romania for like 2 weeks, and I just got back for this trading week. So the first trade I took was a dub, as you guys can see probably on your screen and from the title of the video. But I'm about to be going over it, and basically, I'm pretty happy with it because first day back, basically taking a trade and I executed perfectly. I managed the position perfectly. So yeah, I feel like it's a good educational video for you guys. And yeah, so basically going into the day, this is marked over here as a 9:30 open, as you can see, on the 15-minute time frame. But before that, I had my bias on the daily, and of course it's bullish, as you guys could see, because boom. On the daily, we retrace back after taking out this high. We retrace back into this fair value gap, order block, whatever the breaker. No, not breaker. Sorry, the larger order block. But yeah, basically we bounce off of that and we keep going up, and now we're starting to take out these highs. So obviously going into the day, we have to see, are we in a good position come 9:30 open, and we are actually. We're below the below the midnight open, which okay, that's very good if you want to take long setups, of course, because that means that we haven't really expanded to the upside yet. So yeah, so the Asian range high obviously hasn't been taken out either, and we take out the Asian range low, and that all that liquidity down there. And as you can see, price is waiting for the 9:30 open, which is when we start getting on the charts. We have another bullish candle here, breaking structure, right, which is very important. We start breaking structure towards the upside on the 15-minute time frame. So this is a relatively higher time frame to what a lot of people trade. So this break of structure holds a lot more significance. So a break of structure at the time, which is also very important, right? Trading is based a lot on time, not only on candlestick patterns and all that. There's a lot that goes into it. So yeah, when it happens right at this time, we break the structure at 9:30 and we retrace right at around the opening bell, and basically, more importantly, at the start of the New York Open session, I can see, okay, this is a very high probability trade. There's a fair value gap open as well, as obviously I forgot to mention that, but as you could see that. And right as we go into the fair value gap, I enter. The reason why I enter right at the start of the fair value gap, whereas in a lot of videos I might enter a bit later in or even at consequent encroachment, is because the breaker block, or whatever you consider this to be, where we broke structure, is above the fair value gap. So if this was, let's say, here, I would lower my entry down to here, right? Because it hit two different confluences to go back higher. Okay. So let me put that back. So okay, it hits our breaker and it goes into the fair value gap. I enter here. My stop is below the first candle of the fair value gap. If you were more risk on, let's say, if you wanted to get a bigger trade but be more risky, of course, you could put it at the bottom here at the bottoms, and even some people might put it at the second candle. You would obviously get a way bigger trade, but for me, this is perfect. To be even more safe, just to, I don't know, to cater to all the personalities watching this video, you could put it at the low over here even, but it's not that much of a difference. But for me, this was a perfect stop. So we enter, and this is what I love about trading on the a bit higher time frames, right? You literally don't get a red candle until like basically over here where I already was past the first take profit. So basically all green. But if we go on the 1 minute, let me show you. And it's not nothing bad about the 1 minute. I also trade on the 1 minute a lot of times, and as you can see in my past videos. But yeah, look at this huge red move down here. You would be like, holy shit, bro. I want to be out of this trade. You probably would have got stopped out because you trailed your stop. But yeah, so it's just less noise on the 50-minute and above. And obviously, the higher you go, the less noise, basically. That's just it. So just putting that into perspective for so you guys could see that. But yeah, so we go straight up. I don't actually take my profit at my first take profit here. That's why I have this green line stretched all the way out here as opposed to me putting it here, right? So this indicates that, okay, we go up here. I usually wait for, this is a gem, by the way. I usually wait for about 12 because that's where the high of the day a lot of times gets put in, from 12 to 1. So I let my trade be able to get my full take profit without taking any partials to get the maximum amount of money into my account, right? But a lot of times that's where the high will get formed. So if we already ran our take profit, I would have got the full 3.15 without having to take any partials. But around that 11:30 mark, at this point, I trailed my stop to to this high over here where my partial would be. So it's basically as if I took the partial at that point. And this candle obviously closes at 12. So the 12 would be about here, which, okay, if I didn't take profits, I might have taken some here, because I don't want to have to get stopped out at my trail stop, which is up here, which is at a 1.15. And obviously you could see the reason why I trailed the stop here is because there's an order block here. So if this order block doesn't hold, then it's likely to probably go lower, and I'm not in for that trade. I want to lose all my profits, right? So 1.15 at the worst case, but I took profits here at 2.25, I believe this is. So yeah, around 2.25. I've taken risk reward. Obviously, I've taken partials. So I had 9 contracts on in this particular trade, and I took out 5 at this point. I usually take around half, but since it's not an even number, I took out slightly over half here. And then my remaining 4 contracts, left it till here as I trailed my stop loss to this line over here. So that's basically what I like to do at around that 12 a.m. 12 p.m. mark, is basically square off my position where I trail my stop minimum to break even if we're obviously in profit, and I like get my partials taken and make sure that's all done, and then I have my final take profit. So we have like a little zone where price could go in. If we go up, we get full. If we go down, we still make money, but not as optimally. That's basically how I do it. And obviously 12 is because that's the end of the New York AM session and it going into lunch. So after that, we could start reversing the move of the day and there's less volatility. So there's less likelihood of us going like shooting up straight up. As you can see here, this might not be the high of the day, of course, but it's around this 12 to 1 mark here. We're making a high over here. So yeah, that's basically my idea going into this trade and how I executed it. It was a great trade management for me. I'm like pretty proud of myself, but of course, trading is not a one-time thing. You have to be consistent. So I'm happy with today. I just can't get like overly confident or nothing. It was a good trade. It ended up being, after taking like this full take profit over here and the one over here at the partial, it ended up being around a 2.7 risk to reward in total after everything. But yeah, and I'm going to show you the screenshot real quick of me with the 4 contracts remaining. I literally went back on the charts after coming from the gym, and it was basically at my take profit right here. So I got a pretty cool screenshot I wanted to show you guys. So obviously there's only 4 left, and it's not my full 3K balance because I took a partial, as I said. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I would say. So yeah, that's basically it for the video. If you guys want other videos for me explaining certain concepts, I will be doing that. And just leave it a comment down below, of course. And yeah, so I'll be doing more trade recaps when I take more trades, of course, and more payout videos, hopefully, and a lot more stuff for you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later. If you guys want to follow my IG for some reason, it's probably in the bio, in the description. Sorry, but yeah. Anyways, that being said, see you guys next time. Peace, boys.